we should meditate to be able to detach to what we are doing and also to ourselves. We must try to detach to ourselves by practicing meditation, because there is always attachment. That's why it is necessary to detach. All attachment are necessary to detach. We are attached to ourselves and to everyone. We must detach to ourselves and to everyone. There are attachment to all physical, oral and mental action. Because of attachment to all action, it is necessary to detach whatever we do. We must try to use ourselves without attachment. If there is attachment, it is not doing only, using only. If there is detachment, it will be doing only, using only. If we cannot detach our mind and body, we must always use mind and body with attachment. I am sitting, I am meditating, I am eating. This understanding are because of attachment. If we can detach to ourselves and to other people, when we sit, there will be sitting only. When we eat, there will be eating only. When we meditate, there will be meditating only, doing only. We used to pay attention to our mind and body. It is because of attachment. We must pay attention to the truth, to use only, to do only. By using right understanding, we must try not to pay attention to our mind and body. The more we pay attention to our mind and body, there will be more attachment. The habit will be more and more stronger. We must change our habits to pay attention to right understanding, to do only, to use only. The truth, to use only or to do only, is forever. Our mind and body is just temporary. By paying attention to the truth, to do only, to use only, our attachment will be less and less. The truth will never change. Our mind and body is always changing. Whatever we do, we pay attention to the mind and body. That's why it is not doing only. Just pay attention to do only and trying to detach to the mind and body. If we have strong attachment to the sound, we will pay more attention to the sound. The more we pay attention to the mind and body, there will be more attachment. Just pay attention to the truth, to do only. This practice will make attachment less and less. Because of attachment, there is wrong understanding. Because of detachment, there will be more and more right understanding. right understanding, know the truth, to do only, to use only, to know only, to experience only, clearly. If we are not paying attention to the truth, to do only, to use only, we will pay attention to the mind and body or to what we are doing. We used to do with the idea of someone or I. We used not to do doing only. We used to pay what we are doing. We need to pay to do only, to be doing only. What we should do is to do only. What we want to do or what we used to do is doing with attachment to the mind and body. The truth to do only is what we must understand and what we must try to be doing only. To do only is necessary for whatever we do. If we are able to do only, we will not pay attention to the mind and body. We will not pay attention to what we are doing. In this way, this will be doing only. To be doing only, we must try to detach to ourselves and to what we are doing. We used to understand like other people. It is because of attachment to ourselves. If we can detach to ourselves and other people, we will be able to understand what we cannot understand before. Don't forget the truth to do only and trying to detach to what we are doing. Because of attachment, we need to detach. If there is no attachment, no need to detach. Because of wrong understanding, it is necessary to use right understanding, doing only, using only, knowing only, experiencing only. All are the truth of all the created truth. Knowing the truth is right understanding. Because there is wrong understanding, it is necessary to use right understanding. If there is no wrong understanding, no need to use right understanding, to do only. The practice of right understanding and detachment must continue till there is no wrong understanding and attachment. Because of attachment, we are paying attention to the mind and body. If there is no attachment, we will be able to use mind and body, using only. Because of attachment, we used to pay attention to what we are doing. If we are able to detach what we are doing, our doing will be doing only. Because of attachment, we are paying attention to what is happening to us. If we can detach to whatever happens, we will be able to be experiencing only. Because of attachment, we used to pay attention to knowing and not knowing. If we can detach to knowing and not knowing, we will be able to use only. We are busy with our normal works because of attachment to our normal understanding and action. If we can detach to our normal understanding and action, we will not be busy with our normal works. Because of attachment, we are busy. With detachment, mind and body will be free. Besides, we can understand about the original truth or Four Noble Truth. The original truth is complete. Knowing about the original truth is also complete. We are not complete. Knowing about ourselves is also not complete knowing. Buddha is complete. Knowing about Buddha and his teaching is also complete. We must try to be complete understanding, complete wisdom. We are using incomplete understanding with attachment. If we can detach to our understanding, complete understanding will appear. Teaching is over now. Any question? There is attachment, that's why there is everything. If we can detach, if you can detach to your attachment, you will be able to use yourself in the right way, using only and also you will be able to use everyone using only. The problem is not concerned with you, with others. It concerns with our own attachment. We are unable to detach to our attachment. That's why we think ourselves as reality, and also we think everyone as reality. Attachment creates yourself as real, and also everyone and everything as reality. Attachment and wrong understanding. If we can detach, there will be right understanding. If we cannot detach, attachment will still be attachment. If we can detach, there will be no attachment and no wrong understanding. If you say about religion, Buddhism is real, Christian, Islam, all are real. If you say about men and animals, they are real. If you say about the original truth, only impermanent nature and permanent nature is real. Created truth is also not to reject and not to attach. It must use in the right way, in its own situation. If you think about your action, There may be right and wrong. We need to think about ourselves because we are unable to think about the truth, which is to do only, to use only. If we can think about the truth, to do only, no need to think about ourselves. There may be a lot of people who cannot understand about the truth, to do only, to use only, to know only. For them, it is necessary to think about what is right, what is wrong, to think about men and animals. Yes, if you understand like this, you must try to do like this. If you cannot understand like this, you must pay attention only to the created truth. Trying to detach the original truth. You cannot understand because our human intelligence can understand only about the created truth because of a lot of attachment to our intelligence. The only way we can do is, it is possible for us to be able to use only with less and less attachment. In this way, you can understand more and more clear to the original truth. Now you cannot understand. The original truth is ever new impermanent nature and permanent nature. But not what you. If you think at the present time, if you think about the original truth, you cannot understand clearly because of strong attachment. What you must do is to be less and less attachment, trying to be able to use the created truth in the right way, to be using only. In this way, your problems will be solved. If you understand, it is not difficult to understand the truth, to do only, to use only, to know only. It is very difficult to understand the original truth. If you can understand more and more about doing only, using only, knowing only, experiencing only, without not to reject, not to attach, you can understand the original truth more and more clear. Trying to do what you can do. Don't think about what you cannot do. You cannot understand. That's why trying to detach to the original truth. Because of attachment, there is problem. Because of attachment, you cannot understand the original truth. Just pay attention to right understanding, to do only, to use only. This, if you can change your action, you will be able to understand the original truth. Mind is, if there is wrong understanding and attachment, mind is not free. If there is right understanding and detachment, mind is free. If mind is free, you will be able to use only. Now you pay attention to the mind. It is also because of wrong understanding and attachment. If you can detach your attachment to the mind, you will know the freedom of mind by yourself. Using with right understanding and detachment. If mind is free, there is right understanding and detachment. So using the free mind means using the power of right understanding and detachment. We use our mind if we feel sad or if we feel happy. We cannot detach to that situation, and that's why if we feel sad, we cannot do nothing. If there is disappointment, we cannot do nothing. It is because of attachment to that situation. If you can detach to your mind, what is happening to the mind is not important. You may be sick, you may be old, but you will be able to do good deeds. So also, your mind may be stable or unstable. Your mind may be heavy, but you may continue doing good deeds because of the power of detachment. Freedom of mind means freedom from wrong understanding and attachment. We also know we are free or mind is free. That is not real freedom. There is attachment to the mind and body. That's why there is wrong understanding and attachment. The truth is ever new impermanent nature. Because of not knowing the truth, we think mind and body as reality. That thinking is because of wrong understanding. Life is to use only, mind and body is to use only. When you meditate, you must use your mind and body. To help other people also, you must use mind and body. The same mind and body. The difference is right understanding and wrong understanding, attachment and detachment. Our mind is the mind we are using is the life we are using is just created truth. That's why it cannot directly understand the original truth. Only with the help of right understanding and detachment, mind can understand about the original truth. We will say we know about the Four Noble Truth, but we cannot know directly. Only right understanding and detachment or avijja and alobha can understand the original truth. There is no person, not something, not someone. Only avijja, tanha and vijja, alobha is real. Only samudaya, sakka and mega sakka is real. Only Four Noble Truth is real. That's why no one knows about the original truth. Only vijja and alobha know about the Four Noble Truth. Our body is always changing, so also our mind will always be changing. We cannot stop this process, but we can detach to the mind and body. By using right understanding to do only, to use only, we must try to detach to the mind and body, and also to the every chain of mind and body. Understanding of I, understanding of upset is not the right understanding. To do only, to use only is right. Knowing or understanding, to do only, to use only is right understanding. It is wrong understanding. If there is right understanding, there will be no wrong understanding like this. Because of wrong understanding, I or you seem real, upset or disappointment situation seem to be real because of wrong understanding. Yes, you can understand what is happening in the mind, because of mindfulness, but your mindfulness is about created truth. The more you pay attention to created truth, there will be more attachment to be upset, to be disappointment. We must try to detach to all the situation. Your thinking is not complete. You use what you understand. That's why you must try. You must try to detach to our normal understanding. It is possible to understand what we do not understand. Doing only is more difficult to understand, but it is possible to use the truth to do only. It is necessary to know what is happening, but it is not trying intentionally is not much necessary. Just pay attention to right understanding and you will know what is happening in your mind, what is happening in the body. This is indirect way. It is necessary to know what is happening in the body and in the mind, but trying directly to know like this is not the right way, not the complete way. Because the more you pay attention to the mind and body, there will be more attachment to the mind and body. There is side effect. Yes, that's right. But the problem is not in the method. In your side, there is a lot of attachment in your side. That's why your understanding is not complete. That you can directly pay attention to the mind and body if there is right understanding. Right understanding is to do only, to use only. It is necessary. With right understanding, you can do everything. But if there is no right understanding, there will be more attachment. What I'm solving, the problem I'm solving is to be less and less attachment. If there is less attachment, you can continue your practice. At the present time, there are a lot of attachment. That's why your understanding is not complete. Yes, but to do only, not to doing with attachment. Mindfulness with attachment is not the right way. You cannot understand mind and body and all the action are not to pay attention, to do only, to use only. You need to understand that this is true. That's why most of the people nowadays are a lot of attachment to what we are doing and to the life of ourselves. That's why, because of strong attachment to the created truth, your practice of Satipatthana cannot be successful. To be successful practice, you must try to understand more and more about not to reject, not to attach, to do only, to use only. Most of the yogis cannot understand to do only. They understand I must meditate. There's grasping to their action. Their understanding is not complete. All action needs to do only. not to pay attention. We used to pay attention to ourselves and to other people. That's why more attachment. Instead of paying attention to ourselves, just pay attention to right understanding, to use only. In this way, there will be less and less attachment, and you can follow you can continue your practice. You should try not to think about ourselves, not to think about ourselves, just because there is no I, no you, just impermanent nature. Because of your habits of paying attention to yourself, that's the problem. You must try to abandon your habits of paying attention to yourself and to what you are doing. My teaching intends to solve that problem. Now you are practicing like this, but stay attachment. That's why you need to be practicing only, to be doing only. You must try the weakness in your practice. If you continue like this, there will be the same attachment. We are unable not to think about ourselves or other people. That habit need to abandon. But to be like this, you must practice a lot. Not easy as you think. You must practice. You must try to be practiced beyond what you can do. Now you are practicing what you used to practice. It is not enough to be free from wrong understanding and attachment. If you continue like this, it will not be successful. May all merits we have done till now be dedicated to all sentient beings. May all beings rejoice and share in our merits. If you try to follow my way, you will be able to solve that problem. If you continue your practice you used to do, it will not be successful.